So it's really been on my heart lately to want to talk about the state of the college athlete, the student athlete, and ways in which to transition, or tips to transition from being a college athlete to becoming successful in something else. And that could be for whatever reason: injury, you're out of eligibility, you retired, you just don't want to play anymore. For whatever reason, there comes a time in every athlete's life where you got to hang them up, whether they be track spikes, football cleats, baseball cleats, soccer, whatever. Basketball shoe, you got to hang it up and you got to move on to something else. And what I've found is that the biggest gift a student athlete has is their mindset. And really, it's the mindset that drives success, not only in the sport or the athletic event that's being participated in, but in life. It's the mindset that makes a transition, that creates the transcendence for the individual. And that mindset really has a lot to do with being in tune with yourself. I think the one special thing about the athlete is that an athlete knows what he or she is good at. They know typically how far they can push themselves. They have an ability to push themselves through pain, through discomfort, through agony, through the emotional roller coaster of wins and losses, successes and failures. They have a mental fortitude that's reinforced, that is been built up, has been calloused, and knows how to find success through adversity. And really, if you pack all that together in a nutshell, what you'll find is that all those components are the exact same components you need to be successful in anything. In anything. And so personally, what I believe is that the athlete has a significant advantage to be able to achieve their goals simply based off of the hard wiring and the software that athletics has given them. And so when it comes to time to move on from sports, I think those key components must not be forgotten. And I think that's the first thing. The things that you learned as an athlete should be retained. Of course, your identity is going to change. You're no longer an athlete. Of course, you're still athletic, all of it. You've got it all still. But the identity that you are an athlete, I don't think will remain. But the mindset of the athlete is foundational. And I think that preserving that component of your mindset should remain. I think that's the first thing. The second thing is, while you are an athlete, to really leverage being an athlete. And I think that this is somewhat of a new concept, but I don't think that just the top guys should be leveraging their image as the top guy at this top program. I think that every single athlete should leverage their image, their affiliation with athletics. I mean, it's huge. Being an athlete, you can connect with everybody on campus. All the people that are coming to your games, they're coming to see you. So why wouldn't they want to meet you in real life? Why wouldn't you be able to develop significant relationships in real life with the individuals that are coming to see you perform? Because I guarantee you, it's those connections that you make with those individuals outside of your athletic sport that are going to carry you once it's time to be done with athletics. That's number 2. Number 3 is figuring out what you like to do outside of sports. Having a passion for something that might not be what you go to practice for. It might not be what you compete at on whatever day of the week. For college football Saturday, find something you like. Be conscious of things that you're interested in while being an athlete, before you were an athlete, as the things that you were interested in as a kid. Be conscious of those things. And when it comes time to transition, think about those exact things that you used to love so much. You know, for me it was riding bikes and art and just things that were incorporated with creative expression. It was healthcare. It was. I say healthcare now, but I didn't know healthcare then. It was helping people. It was medicine. And so having an idea of those things that you used to love so much before your life got consumed with the sport that you play or did play is essential. And then the fourth thing, the last thing, is to enjoy the process, to enjoy the transition. I'm sure most athletes will tell you that by the time they have left athletics and have transitioned into something else, there's been a huge void. This trench in their life that seems to be impossible to fill. And that trench can bring a whirlwind of emotions. It really can. You might not be in touch with your identity. You might be formulating a new identity. You might be experiencing depression, experiencing symptoms of what feels like a loss. And my advice for that is to really just embrace it. Embrace that feeling. Embrace that energy that you are experiencing in that moment. Because I guarantee you, once you become successful in something else, and you will become successful in something else, once that happens, you'll forget about that feeling. You'll forget about it. You will no longer remember what that pain of the void of not being an athlete anymore feels like. And believe it or not, it's that void and the pain that you feel in that moment that is going to propel you to the next level. So fully embrace it. It's one of those feelings that is rare. It doesn't happen very often, and it probably won't come back. But it's a gift. It's a gift that can be used as a tool to really move to the next level. And so I think with those 4 components, the journey towards becoming successful in something else really, really can be jump-started. And I just wanted to share that with you. I wanted to give you some of the things that I recognized that I was thinking about during that time in my life now. And hopefully you can use them if you're going through something like that, of having a transition in life from no longer being an athlete. And if you liked this video, hit the like button. Thanks.